This video is going to cover the Excel Chapter 3 guided project. Our first step is to make sure that we're on the Revenue by Department tab. And again, make sure that you got your start file here from SimNet and you have it saved, hopefully in your Excel Chapter 3 folder before you get started. Once we're on that Revenue by Department tab, we're going to select cells A4 through F4. Then you're going to hold down Control and you're going to select A13 through F13. From there, we're going to go to the Insert tab and we're going to insert Pi and we're going to go to 3D Pi. Then we're going to select the chart object if necessary, which it's already selected, and we're going to choose Chart Style 3 up here. So we're going to click on Style 3 in our chart styles, and then we're going to point to the chart object to make sure that we are going to drag it so it's the H4 is in the upper left corner and Q19 is the lower right corner. So I'm going to put it in H4, and again I'm going to hold down Alt and use these sizing handles. So I'm going to put this in H4 and then we want it all the way over to Q19. From there, we're going to be on number 5. We're going to double click the Pi so that it opens up that Format Data Series task pane. And then we're going to click on just the San Diego slice of the Pi. So we're just clicked on this purple slice and we're going to change the point of explosion to 10. So we're going to increase that all the way up to 10. From there, we're going to be on number 6 and we're going to click the Chart Elements button and we are going to change the data labels. So we're clicking on this Chart Elements button here, and in the data labels, we're going to click on that arrow and we're going to go down to More Layout Options. And we are only selected on the one label. I want to be on all of them, so I'm going to click actually somewhere off my chart and then back on just on the label so I can just make sure that all of them are selected. Then from there I'm going to check the box here that says category name, and then I'm going to make sure that we have value is dechecked, we have percentage, and show line leaders. We're going to scroll down, make sure that we have everything there that we need, and we're going to go down to the separator option in here and we're going to choose none instead of the comma separator. We're actually choosing space, sorry, so just a space separator. Then we're going to go into the fill, and it is the paint bucket here, and choose fill, and we're going to go with no fill. And then we're going to be on number 7. We're going to delete the legend. So we're going to click on the legend here. I'm going to close out of this. Once we click on the legend, we can hit delete on our keyboard. And then it asks us to go to the chart elements button. It's already deleted. We're going to choose the series golf. Let's click on all of these. Actually, one sec, let me look. Yeah, we want all of these selected, even though it says well, we can select the series group. So if you go to Format tab, we have the series golf data labels selected in the Chart Elements button, and we're going to go to the text fill. So there's a text fill option here. In the drop-down menu, we're going to hit black text 1. And then we're going to click just the San Diego tab, and we're going to get a 4-headed arrow on the edge, and we're dragging these out essentially to the edge of each slice of the pie. We're going to make it look like the picture here. I'm going to hit Control Z because I accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. But again, I'm just double clicking almost like on each label and then pulling them out, clicking on it, and then getting like a 4-headed arrow and dragging it out. And there are some lines that appear depending on how far you drag it from the actual slice itself. So once all of those are dragged out, then we're going to scroll down. We're going to be on number 8. We are going to select A22 through B26. A22 through B26. And then on the quick analysis option here, we're going to choose clustered bar and the charts option. And we're going to point and move this chart so that the upper left corner is in C21 and the lower right is in L40. And again, I'm going to hold down Alt and kind of size this over to C21 and L40. And then it's going to ask us to apply that style 3 up top. So you're going to click on your styles and choose 3. And then we're going to select one of the data labels in any of the bars, and we're going to change that to 16. So we click on one of them, all of them will select on the Home tab. We can change that to 16. And then we're going to click on the chart title text box, and then you can click in the formula bar. You're going to type in total sales by city. Oops. Then we are going to remove the horizontal axis. So we're going to go to the Format tab of this chart, and I'm going to click out of, I'm going to hit Enter actually to get out of my formula bar and put that title in there. And in the Format tab for your chart tools, we're going to go over in the drop-down menu, and we are choosing Horizontal Value Axis. And that part of the chart will select, and on your keyboard you can just hit Delete to remove that. Then we're going to, in the drop-down menu, choose Series 1. And we're going to go into Shape Effects. And we're going to go to Shadow. And we're going to use the first one in the outer group, which is Offset Bottom Right. And then in the drop-down menu for Chart Elements, we're going to choose Vertical Category Access. And then we're going to click to Format Selection, even though this is already open over here. And in our Access options, we are looking for us to change it so that the category is in a reverse order. So there's a check mark here we're going to add. 13 is going to be adding some alt text, and I'm going to copy and paste that over. So I'm going to select that text and hit Control C. And then I'm going to click somewhere again to the right of my title, my chart title, and go to Edit Alt Text so that it's on the entire chart, and then Control V that information in there. And then I'm going to close my alt text pane. And then I'm going to be on number 14. We're going to go to the first period worksheet tab. I'm going to select cells B19 through E19. And I'm going to go up to the Insert tab, and I'm going to click on Line for the spark lines. And I'm going to click on I-19 as my location range. I'm going to hit OK. And then for number 15, we are going to still be on this same cell, and we're going to go over to the Home tab, and we're going to go to Format, and we're going to click on Row Height, and we're going to type in 35 and hit Enter, and then we're going to go to Format, we're going to go to Column Width, and we're going to type in 40, and we're going to hit Enter. And then we're going to go back to the Sparkline tab and check the box here for markers. And then we're going to open up our styles for the markers, and we're looking for the last one in the top row. It should be Brown Sparkline Style Accent 6 Darker 50%. And then we're going to apply an outside border. So we're going to go to the Home tab and go to our borders and choose Outside Border. And then G has us click on row 4 and change the height to 35. So I'm just going to left click on 4, right click on 4, and then go to row height and we're going to type in 35 and hit enter. Then we're going to go to the page layout tab, orientation, change it to landscape. And again, make sure that you have this saved. And we're going to close this out, and I will go ahead and upload it to make sure that there aren't any issues. That's going to be the Blue Lake Sports with your name in it. And again, you shouldn't change the file name. And then this completes the guided project for Excel Chapter 3.